Hi guys, alright, so on this episode of Jeronimos Kitchen, we have a very special guest. His name is Jeremiah Knight, and he calls himself Diplomat in the Kitchen. Alright, so I think that he is one of the many talented chefs that we have. So today he's going to be making for us a very special dish called, what's it called again?
Pastel del Choclo.
Pastel del Choclo. Of course, we have the ingredients all lined out on the table. Do you want to walk us through what you have here?
Well, first, it's Jeronimos' kitchen, but you're in my house. So actually today it's Jeremiah's kitchen, as you can see clearly written up there. And so we will be making Pastel de Choclo, which is a Chilean dish. Basically, it's the national dish of Chile. I mean, if you go anywhere in Chile, you can find Pastel de Choclo. Originally, it's made with, you can use a mixture of beef and chicken. Today, we're only doing chicken. So, Pastel de Choclo, if you translate, would be basically a corn pie. That's what it means. So, it's a Chilean version of a corn pie that we're going to be making with some fresh corn.
Awesome. All right. So, Jeremiah, tell me, you have quite a range.
Yeah, there's quite a. The thing is that there's quite a few things that go into the dish, but it's not that difficult to make.
Okay,
right?
That's good.
So first we have to start off with corn. So like anyone that knows about South America knows that corn is a big part of South American food. So you use about 11 to 12 ears of corn, which we've already taken and have them prepared, right? This dish calls for eggs, hard-boiled eggs. We use some onions with a little bit of garlic. It requires some brown sugar. I have some fresh bay leaves and some basil. We have a little bit of milk that we'll be using and some butter. It requires golden raisins, not the dark ones. Chicken breasts. Now, like I said, if you want to do it traditional way, you can use ground beef and chicken together. And then we have a range of spices, which include oregano, black pepper, paprika, cumin, and also salt to taste. So you could always play around with flavors depending on which. I'm like the person that, okay, I'll give you a recipe, but you can use your own cultural influences to make it your own.
All right, so join us in the kitchen. He's going to be cooking. I'm going to be his sous chef today. Let's do it.
So the first thing is that you have to blanch chicken with some bay leaves. So I start by cutting the chicken breast into big chunks, which we'll later cut into smaller chunks, and then we'll blanch them into water. I'm gonna take about one, and two, and three fresh bay leaves, and put them in there, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of sea salt to it. So to save time, it's just easier to take the eggs and put them into the water that's boiling with the chicken so that everything can cook at the same exact time. So in the meantime, we have to start sauteing the onions and the garlic, and eventually we'll add in the golden raisins to this mixture. So we take, this recipe calls for quite a bit of onion. We like to dice them. I like to dice them into squares, and we like to cut them into nice hearty chunks. Don't make them too small. You leave them nice and chunky, right? And then I take 3 cloves of garlic. So here are the 3 cloves of garlic. We're just gonna be easy about it and put it into a garlic press, and bam.
All right, so you should follow Jeremiah on Instagram. What's your Instagram name? It's
Jerry_JAK. Jerry Jack.
And you'll see all his famous dishes, all the little unique things he makes. So follow him on Instagram. What are we doing next?
So now we have the onions chopped up with the garlic. We have about 3/4 of a cup of golden raisins. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some olive oil into a frying dish. All right, so we have the mixture of the garlic and the onions, and I think the oil is warm enough. All right, let's try and see. Yeah, makes that sound. That's the sound I like to hear. Yeah. So now we're gonna add some salt and pepper.
That's where I come in now, huh?
Yeah. So corn is one of the most important parts of this dish. It's going to be the topping that you're going to put over the meat that's mixed with the caramelized onions and raisins and the lights. So we're gonna show you how to make the corn mixture that goes on top of all of the ingredients that's placed into the Pyrex dish. All right? And we're gonna just put it into, either you can use a food processor or you can just use a blender. I'm gonna add into here about, I would say, a quarter of a stick of butter. I'm gonna add in a little bit of salt to it. I'm gonna add in a little bit of evaporated milk to it, and I'm gonna add fresh basil to it. So there you have it. This is how the mixture should come out. So this will be the topping of all of your Chilean corn pie. All right. Now I wanted to kind of spice up this recipe, so you have to blanch the chicken first. And then you cut them up, dice them up nice and small. And then we're gonna add these to the already seasoning onion mixture, all right?
Alright, so the heat is on in Jeremiah's kitchen tonight. It's a Friday evening, and trust me, when you get a diplomat to cook for you, oh gosh, you must feel good. He's hard at work over there cutting chicken, and the kitchen is smelling divine. The onions and raisins are on. He just blended this corn and basil mixture that I had a chance to try, and trust me, the flavors are on point. They're divine. In a Jamaican term, I tell you, say, him know him, him bad, him wicked, him, come here, son, man. Can't wait to taste and try this pastel de choclo. Yeah, man, Jeronimos kitchen right here in Jeremiah's kitchen, and it's a blast. So what's next, chef?
All right, so I am almost done since you're pressuring me so much to get it done. I'm taking the chicken. As you can see, I chopped up the chicken. It should be about these size. And we're gonna add them to the mixture that's already here, all right? You see that? Now this chicken breast by itself, everybody knows that chicken breast needs some flavor and they're just dull. So we have a bunch of seasonings that we're gonna add to this. So we have some black pepper, some oregano, some paprika, and some cumin, right? And we're just gonna add that, and I'm gonna add a touch of olive oil, a little bit more olive oil to it, so we just put this mixture in it, right? And then we're gonna just add a little bit more olive oil to this to help mix up those seasonings a little bit better, so that our food, and we're gonna add a little bit more salt to it to make sure it is well seasoned before you, because this is the base of the Chilean corn pie. So to add just a little bit more flavor to our chicken that's already cooking, after it's almost done, I'm gonna add in a little bit of fresh basil that we're gonna use to give it just a little bit more kick to complement the corn that we're gonna put on top. So we chop up some basil, then cook it. All right. And that just gives it an extra touch of flavor. So with the eggs, we're just gonna do simply, we're gonna cut the eggs into just slices. Now this is gonna go on top of the chicken mixture. You'll see. You guys, we are almost done. It's not that long to do, right? It didn't take that long, did it?
No.
You see how this is caramelized onions with garlic, raisins. In South America, you should know, all across South America, you know, raisins and this sweet and savory plays a really important role in the kitchen. So we're gonna pour all this mixture.
Couldn't I just like have that with like white rice?
You could, but it wouldn't be pastel de choclo.
I know.
So
it looks so good that I mean I could literally just take a spoon
and just eat it.
and just eat it.
Yeah, that would be a nice idea. Now we're going to put rolls of the egg mixture. That's right. The egg is going to go across the whole entire dish. All right? And now we're going to finish it off by adding the corn mixture that we had blended together. All right? Now, what else is there to do? It's time to put it into the oven and let it cook.
Oh yeah. Very good job there, Jeremiah. Looks like you can feed better than Alright guys, so guess what? Our pastel
Choclo.
pastel
De choclo.
de choclo.
Yeah.
It's in the oven.
Yeah.
It's smelling very
That smells pretty
nice
good.
in here.
Yeah,
I love it. I love
smells
it.
pretty good.
Jeremiah says that this salad is ensalada de
Chilena.
Chilean.
So like, you can't have pastel de choclo without Chilean salad, which is called ensalada chilena, which is a simple salad made out of onions, tomato, basil, lime juice, and olive oil, and salt and pepper to taste. Not that hard. So we're gonna cut the onion. We're gonna cut the onion really thin because with the Chilean salad you don't want big chunks of onion. And then we're gonna add some hot water to it to just take away the harshness of the taste of the onion and leave the flavor though. All right. All right. So we take all that onion. Gonna put it in this bowl. Why we're gonna put it in the bowl? Because we're about to pour some hot water over it and let it sit a few minutes in the hot water. Okay. And we're just gonna pour the hot water over it. So now the onions have set for the 5 minutes and they are gonna be incorporated into the tomatoes. Then we're gonna take the juice from one lime. Alright? So, and then you add black pepper, and you add salt. Add olive oil to it. And we're just gonna let it sit.
Ensalada chilena is finito. Am I right there?
Yeah.
Alright, it's finito. And in the oven, he has this very nice, flavorful pastel de choclo. And he's just putting that in the oven until it's golden brown.
Right. Yeah, so I think it's smelling like it's almost done, right?
I think so.
So I think we need to take a look and see how it's coming along. Because I'm hungry and I'm really willing to eat.
And I'm famished.
All right, so let's take a look.
All that work.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah,
It's almost there.
Oh, I think it's there already. It's beautiful. It's amazing, guys. Trust me. This is worth the wait. It's worth the wait. And it's definitely worth the eating. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Pastel de choclo and ensalada chilena. Right here in Jeremiah's kitchen on Jeronimos' kitchen. Alright. Thanks for having us. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, definitely. It was my pleasure having you. You are a master chef. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.